right, here we are back today, and I think it might be paint day today. So, yeah, let's get after it before this bad boy out here gets too far in the sky and cooks us. Yeah, would you look at that? Well, it's yeah, it's as easy as that, guys. So, hey, thanks for joining in. This week we are going to blow a little color on this old car, maybe get some clear on it and make it shiny. I've got a lot of masking done. Still need to do driver's side and the front half of the car, but I think Wampa side Wilma pulled this sucker in because it's way further over on one side than the other. And it's kind of nice to have it, you know, somewhat even. So we're gonna start off the video by moving the car out, cleaning up in here, because I don't want to have to move the car again. And I want this place somewhat clean before we start spraying paint. So cool, no door handles. All right, after all that masking and cleaning inside of there, let's blow the car off real quick, get most of the big stuff off at least, and then we'll pull her back in. All right, like 5 months ago, I thought, man, I ought to pull that windshield molding off of that car and reseal it. And I thought, it'll be fine. Yeah, well, it's not. When I hit it with the blowgun, a big piece of it out in the middle came loose, and then here we are. And awesome, it is siliconed onto the car. It's not urethane or some kind of actual glue. It's goop. And this crap causes fish eyes, so me, a razor blade, and yeah, it's almost dark. Here we go. There's about 30 minutes of trimming, cutting, and trying to get enough depth cut out of it that when I put the molding back in, I can use something that'll actually glue it in there. And think we can call Safelite? Just go ahead and say, hey guys, come and cut that out and reseal that V-butt windshield on this old car. Yeah, it is just as easy as that, guys. What I found was everybody and their brothers painted this car and just masked off this window molding, and the window molding was held in with silicone. So through the many different paint jobs and renditions of the car, that silicone's been partially painted over. And I've been digging, picking and digging, picking and grinning, I don't know, trying to get it all out of there. And I have a stainless steel brush, not real stiff. I put a little wax and grease remover on it. That wax and grease remover makes that silicone swell up, and then this catches it and just rips it off. So hopefully that's going to take care of things. I've already done the passenger side. Yeah, you can see it's not good, but we're gonna roll with it. All right, and it is a new day, and hey, I spent a bunch of time last night digging, cutting out with a razor blade and just making pass after pass and try not to cut out past the edge where that molding covers up. It has lacquer primer down under it, so naturally it just automatically wants to peel off that. But if you, I don't know if the camera will show it or not, but that molding was on there. I mean, they painted the whole car yellow and just masked that off. So that, you got that going for you. So we just keep cleaning. Oh, yeah. We keep cleaning and going. And I'm sanding the edge out of it right now. Mask off your glass so you don't scratch it, because Lord knows that'd be the last thing you want to do at this point. Everywhere there's primer, I know that was the top edge of where that molding went. Everything below that, it's going to cover up. And that molding is really nasty, so I think we may search on the old internet and find us a new molding for this thing. But you know, you guys kick back. It'll be a few seconds for you. It's going to take me a couple more hours, and I'll get this front edge all prepped, cleaned, and ready to go. Whoa, hey, all right, here we are. We got this thing ready, and got our magic cleaning solution here. We're gonna wipe this thing down, and yeah, again, feel like I've wiped on this dude long enough. There ought to be a genie pop out of it. I have to clean it a few times just to make sure we got all the garbage off of it. So I am trying to flip that towel, keep as much of that garbage coming off as I can. Just wax and grease remover floats it to the top, and you wipe it off with a rag. All right, I don't know if we're going to get this recorded or not. The GoPro keeps going like 8 seconds and then shutting off and telling me not empty, but a SD card with lots of time left is full. So whatever, GoPro, work for daddy, okay? So we wiped this thing down twice. Magic Genie didn't pop out. I wish he would, so he could come and get in on some of the spraying action, but really spraying's kind of fun. It is going to be a hot day today. We're looking at about 100 degrees for the actual temperature, and it's already noon. I really like to get out here and spray by 6 a.m. I like to be started spraying stuff, but I'm planning on leaving tomorrow, so I got to just dig in and get her done today. Everything will dry fast at least. Look at all those towels. Yeah, fellas, gotta love single stage red. I am so ready to be done sanding this, and every time I go in, I got pink or red on my clothes from wiping and getting dust on me. But that's just the way it goes in the big city when you're having fun. I love this stage. We got you can see the shine coming off the sides. Everything's been sanded pretty much with 500 at this point, except for around here. I'm really worried about this, so it'll probably be the first spot that I spray when I start spraying, but I'm going to mix up enough epoxy as a sealer to do the whole job. So whether that blows up or it goes great, we're painting this dog today. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, dog? We're going to get her done. So here we go. So what do you guys think? How many ounces of epoxy do we need to make? We got a full roof to seal, half a deck lid, little spots around the car. Let's make us a full cup. Tack rag, blowgun, all the cracks, all the surfaces get wiped off before we start spraying. And then we're going to have to do it about 10 more million times before we're all done. All right, so I'm going to use a little fade out spray here, and its only purpose is just to kind of help melt overspray in. You see me use it burning clear coat in and stuff on jams. It works good, and all we're trying to do is just minimize some of that dry spray look that we can get when we're spraying and we're just doing spots like this. At this point, I'm starting to wonder, would it have been better to just spray the whole car and I wouldn't have to worry about all this little overspray stuff? Yeah, but it wouldn't be the Hogshooter way if we just took the easy way out on there. We're gonna go ahead and do it the hard way. And this stuff, it evaporates pretty slow, so I'll give it just a couple of minutes, and then I'll come in and I'll hit this with base coat. We've already tacked everything off good, so we're good there. And by putting base coat on it, if there's any of this left, it just helps the base coat melt in and minimize your overspray. Rookie mistake, forgot to turn on the camera. Alright, so we're just gunning along here, 50% overlap, and I'm trying to kind of catch edges as I go. And then right here, I must be spotting a squirrel or something, so I just stopped and I started spraying the quarter panel and up the edge of that deck lid. But I'm just going along and I'm trying to catch all the overspray, hit all these little edges, and make that gray disappear and start turning red.
just keep going and going, spraying until we get her done.
Looks dark. It's just the first coat over that gray sealer. You can see the difference where I put more than one coat on. And we got all the gray gone, got it going red. I don't see any giant trash or anything in it. We're going to give it about 5 minutes, and then we're going to spray the actual color that we made for the car on there, get us a couple coats of that, see where we're at. Woo!
All right, so to explain a little bit about that last statement there, you know, it just had some rando color of red that was a solid color, had leftover from something else. So I take that and spray that and use it as like a ground coat or a coverage coat just over that gray sealer to help with coverage with my real color. It costs less money to spray something you've already got than to spray the stuff that you had to go out and buy. And to do this whole car, I bought 2 quarts of base coats.
Daggone, man, we're high tech. That thing's even oscillating. So here you go. It's been, I don't know, about 30 minutes since we sprayed our last coat of base. Walk you guys around and let y'all check it out, see what you think. I believe we're in pretty good shape. You know, if we were doing single stage, we'd be done. It's a lot harder to do your blending and stuff in single stage with what we got going here. But I think it's good. That dry spray over there, that's kind of from just having that little fan blowing, and yeah, the overhead door open, the stuff hangs in in my shop here, and it settles back down on the car. Just a fact of life when you're painting in your home garage. And that's why I would advise, don't paint your car in an attached garage to your house, because the wife will want to kill you. But if you're not married, hey, go for it. So, at any rate, I'm going to spend a little bit more time eye gawking on this thing, making sure we don't have any spots that aren't covered. And then we're going to tack it up and mix clear if it all looks good. I think it should look pretty nice. On this job, I'm using a Valspar brand base coat, which is just more economical. I think Deltron, for 2 quarts of this color, they wanted like $1,000. So the Valspar was about, I think it was $8.50 for primer, hardener, the color, reducer, clear, and the hardener for the clear. So just the way it goes, you know, we're trying to save a homie some cash. So make sure you put your respirator on, guys, because we are getting ready to sling some clear coat on this old car. Hope it all goes good. Wish me luck. And by the time you see this, hopefully I'll already have it buffed and gone, but we'll see. Yeah, set up a GoFundMe for a paint this, guys. Look at that. Little fogger. Don't take the respirator off while you spray it. Once you're in plastic, now you're out on the next line, but you're very confident. Already had that mix, so we can go right back in and spray. Woo! Yeah! Gonna lie to you, that's a lot of overspray. All right, there you go. That's kind of what you look like after first coat of clear. Not bad. That's just first coat. I'll probably put 3 to 4 coats on it with this particular product, just so I get enough to be able to do some cutting and buffing on. And that's what you want. You want to be able to fingerprint, but not string up. Okay? Fingerprint, not stringy. Be plenty dry enough. We can hammer it on there now. All right, last step, guys. We're going to take this tape, the foam there, peel it back, take our fade out spray, give it a nice little extra light coat right in that area. Let it sit. I'm going to go do the other side. I left a little bit of clear on my gun just in case I needed it, but I think we're good. All right, so this is after everything's kind of flashed off a little bit, and it's hard to see. I think it worked out great. I mean, I came way out here with that, and it's not bad, especially for what we were working with here, guys. Looks excellent. I'm gonna have to do some serious cutting and buffing. I had to get my electric motor fixed for my big fan in here to clear the overspray out. This thing sucks swimming in all that. So yeah, there you go. Huge progress today, fellas. Huge progress. Well, there you go, guys. After a good amount of time, we got this one done. I mean, at least it's painted. It's got kind of some dry right out in the middle of the roof, but holy crap, it is hot when you're dumping it on there and you can't keep it wet. It's just the way it is. So next step, we'll come back in after this dries about a week, and we'll give it the old scrubby scrub and buffy buff and make her all shine and beautiful. I mean, I don't think this car was really cut and buffed after it was painted before. And we're pretty close to looking good enough to not have to do that on here. I did pull a few runs in it, but that's just the way it goes, man. It's so dang hot. You were having to dump the clear on it to get it to go on there. So you guys, if you enjoy my content, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost anything. And as always, we'll catch you all on the next video.